Woo! All right. So I just watched that direct. Pretty good. Not gonna lie, it was pretty hype. Not nothing too crazy, but overall really good. Started off Smash Brothers reveal. It was Kazuya from Tekken. I personally am not that hyped for that. I haven't really played any of the other fighting games, and I don't really have any familiarity with the character or the lore or anything like that, but looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like a Ryu, Ken, Terry kind of deal. But there'll be a Sakurai Presents, I think probably in a couple weeks. They gave the date, but I think it's sometime later in June, but we'll see the full kit there, and that'll be cool. There'll be another good Nintendo thing for us to watch, so that'll be fun. The thing about the Smash reveal though, so like I knew it was Smash because it had like the gameplay is not final warning at the bottom. That's usually present on all the Smash trailers. But in this one, so it started off with like, is Kazuya, he was carrying like a dead, like passed out looking Ganondorf, and his head was back and his mouth was open. Basically a callback to that Breath of the Wild 2 reveal trailer last E3, so E3 2019. It was kind of like a fake out callback to that, because I know I was, and like some people were questioning like when this Smash reveal was going on, is this Breath of the Wild 2? Like, are they starting off with it? So it's pretty cool symbolism, kind of fan servicey thing there at the start. Yeah, pretty cool. I actually thought we were gonna get 2 Smash reveals, but we only got 1. All good. That's fine. We'll save another one. And I mean, not this, like if these are really the last 2 characters, so that if this really is the second last character, personally, I'm not that hyped for it, but I mean, yeah, Tekken, big fighting game franchise, definitely deserves to be in Smash, so cool stuff. The next pretty big thing we got was the Monkey Ball reveal, so it looks like Monkey Ball remasters for the first 2 games. I believe, I could be wrong on that, but I think it's the first 2 games ported over to Switch in a collection, which is awesome. That's something I've been saying for a long time. Like, why aren't those games here? Perfect, great multiplayer games. We'll see what they add to them. Hopefully online, you can play like multiplayer online with friends. Hopefully that's added, and hopefully there's some nice improvements, and they're not just straight ports. But even if they are, that's fine. Those games definitely needed to be on Switch, so cool stuff there. So the next Nintendo announcement, we got Mario Party Superstars. So it's a collection. So it's an all new Mario Party game, not DLC for Super Mario Party or anything like that. All new Mario Party game. 100 of the best mini games and classic courses from the N64 Mario Parties are remade in a brand new title. So that looks awesome. So it's not Super Mario Party 2, but essentially it is. It's like it's a Switch caliber, modern Mario Party, but it's based off of old courses, old mini games. So it's like kind of like a remake / new game. Pretty cool. That comes out in October, so that'll be pretty sweet. Definitely will be looking to pick that one up. All right, and Metroid. So we got some Metroid news. We got an actual brand new Metroid game. So this was my favorite part of the Direct, aside from maybe the last thing we got, but we'll talk about that later. In terms of like new games that we had no idea about, this is definitely my favorite announcement. So they did start off by mentioning Metroid Prime 4 is still in development, but they did not have anything to show from Prime 4. Instead, they showed a full trailer, complete with gameplay for Metroid 5. So the 5th mainline Metroid game, and it's that rumored development title, Metroid Dread, that's been around for like 15 years or whatever. Rumors have been circling around since way back on the DS days. I remember hearing about Metroid Dread, but it's actually coming out for the Nintendo Switch in October, and it looks amazing. We got a full-on trailer. I watched the Treehouse. They went through a bunch of different stuff. It looks awesome. There's a slide. It has the melee attack from Samus Returns. You can climb on walls. It looks amazing. Like, the graphics, incredible. Samus is in a new suit. It has like a new, like, the missile cannon looks really new, really different, really new. It's kind of like a red, white, and blue, kind of like Captain America vibes from the suit. Pretty cool though. Awesome. Early October game is coming with a special edition. So hyped for that. Favorite new announcement for sure. Next, we got like short kind of pre-release trailers for Mario Golf, Super Rush, and Monster Hunter Stories 2. basically what I predicted, what we get from those two games. Those are kind of a shoe-in to be shown in the Direct, and they were here. Nothing too crazy, but can't wait for those two to come out. All right, next, we actually got another brand new big Nintendo game, WarioWare, brand new game, WarioWare Get It Together for Switch. There's co-op, and looks like a bunch of new micro games where you can use the gyro from the Switch, the Joy-Con, probably incorporating HD Rumble. Looks really good. Definitely gonna get that. Love WarioWare games. Obviously will be, but it's definitely, the best looking WarioWare game to date. Gonna be a ton of fun. Definitely grabbing that. Looks awesome. And that is coming out in September 10th. So WarioWare Get It Together, available September 10th for $49.99. So a little bit cheaper than a $60 marquee Nintendo title. So that's cool. So it looks like that customer survey that Nintendo was sending around, what price would you pay for a WarioWare game for the Switch? Looks like that actually, really meant something, because we got that WarioWare game here and it's lower than traditional new game prices. So cool. Awesome. So I'm totally here for it. Yeah, so we got some other cool stuff too. Shin Megami Tensei 5, first look at the gameplay there. Danganronpa Collection, that's coming to Switch, as well as a Fatal Frame game. Not really my thing on any of those. Maybe Shin Megami Tensei looks cool. Haven't really played any of the other ones though, so I don't know, might be maybe I should start there instead of jumping right into 5. I don't know. Maybe it stands on its own. I will look more into it, but otherwise, cool. Glad we got the announcements. Games, they all look really good. Yeah, and Advance Wars, this is like one of the most hype announcements. So again, I haven't played Advance Wars, but I was actually just about to check the games out. I was thinking of doing some content on Advance Wars, and I guess I'm gonna wait on that because it looks like the first two games are being remastered for Switch from the ground up. That is awesome, amazing. I'll definitely just be playing those when they come out. I will definitely review that, pick that up. Gonna be awesome, can't wait. Looks really good. It looks, I'm kind of familiar with the art from the original games. I've seen some gameplay and stuff, and it looks like a great, improvement that stays true to the look and feel of the original Advance Wars game. So super pumped, super happy for Advance Wars fans, and just hyped to see that the series is getting a new game after all this time. So awesome to see, amazing. And Advance Wars is coming early December of this year. So awesome, another new 2021 title, all here for it. All right, and then here's where the Direct kind of got a little confusing. So they said it was going to be the last thing they were showing, and they showed Age of Calamity DLC Pack 1. So it's showed a bunch of cool stuff. I'm definitely looking forward to this. Drops in a few days. Drops on the 18th. Playable Guardian. So a Guardian is playable. Some Guardian gloves, like nunchuck type things, are a new weapon. It shows Zelda riding the Master Cycle, and a bunch of new content. Looks pretty cool. Definitely worth getting if you like that game, I would say. I'm gonna check that out for sure. And then there's another DLC pack coming at a later date. People were a little bit confused, like this better not actually be the last thing. But no, I kind of expected them to go into more of, like, after the DLC trailer, to go into a little more of the Zelda 35 stuff. Honestly, probably the biggest disappointment of the Direct is, so they did announce a Zelda Game & Watch, which includes, and the Game & Watch is not the disappointment, but it's what they said after the Game & Watch. So they have a Game & Watch that has the original Zelda, Zelda 2, Link's Awakening, and a Game & Watch game featuring Link. Those are all on kind of the same deal as the Mario Game & Watch, like the clock and little handheld. Looks pretty much the same, just has Zelda. That's going to be available for a 35th anniversary commemorative kind of gift, but they said there's no new Switch games and no new titles planned for the 35th anniversary. So that pretty much shuts down any of the Zelda 35 collection, or maybe, getting, for the 35th anniversary, getting Wind Waker or Twilight Princess HD ported over to the Switch. That kind of shuts that down too. Not completely, I guess, for those, but you would think, like, they would tie that into a 35th anniversary, if like a 35th anniversary theme, if those were actually coming this year. They'll probably come eventually, but looks not great for them this year. And it's disappointing too, because I was kind of hoping for some more like Zelda 35th merch. Like there was those rumors like GameStop had a poster coming and stuff. Maybe they still do. It just seems like they're not going as hard as they did with Mario 35 with Zelda, which is a little disappointing. I mean, Mario's the king. He kind of You know, he deserves a big celebration, but I feel like Zelda does too. And they are still celebrating it, just not to the extent I would have thought. So that was a little disappointing, but that led into finally the one last thing of the Direct, which I think, you know, probably if it wasn't the first thing in the Direct, we all pretty much thought, okay, Breath of the Wild 2 was going to be last. It's pretty obvious that it was coming. Mr. Aonuma, he gave some details on development. So he said development is going good, and he has a video to show. And they showed a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer to end the Direct with a release year of 2022. So planned release 2022. Hopefully it makes 2022. No actual release date given, just the year, and no treehouse for Breath of the Wild 2. I was really disappointed about that. I was hoping Breath of the Wild 2 would be a little bit further along. It would be in treehouse. That did not happen. It's okay though. I'm happy with what we saw. Looks amazing. So my favorite Zelda game, besides obviously Breath of the Wild, which I think is obviously the best Zelda game, is Skyward Sword. And I just love the whole aesthetic. I love the whole sky thing. And honestly, it looks like a combination of Breath of the Wild and Skyward Sword. So it's kind of like my dream Zelda game. And I'm so happy with the verticality, the floating islands. Which I kind of predicted, which I mean wasn't too hard of a prediction judging on that first trailer, how, you know, the castle was rising up into the sky. But wow, it really expands on that first trailer really well. Like it shows it shows Zelda falling. I mean, it still leaves a lot of mystery. Like it didn't really show much of the Ganondorf or the Ganon or demise that's waking up. But what it did show is actually a little bit of gameplay. It showed a new ability, what it seems like, where Link kind of turns into like a droplet and goes through vertically up through like a castle ceiling pillar kind of thing. That looked really interesting. The opening scene was Link kind of skydiving, like really gave me Skyward Sword vibes on that. So it looks like the sky will be like a big focus of this game, which I'm all for that. Honestly, I'm not sure of my opinions on everything yet. I need to watch that trailer a couple more times and do like a full analysis on it, but I'm really loving what I'm seeing. Like, I just love the look of it. I love the whole sky thing, and the music, like, kind of sounded like the Skyward Sword theme, but like chopped and screwed a little bit, like at the beginning. And I'm not sure if that's what they were going for, but it kind of had that, like, same as the first trailer, like that screwy kind of like backward sounding music, like the creepy, almost Twilight Princess-y music. It's really cool. Like I like how that's kind of like the sound musical aesthetic that they're going for with this game. It makes it like really mysterious. I'm super excited to learn more. I was hoping we would get a title. We didn't get a title. Amazing to see gameplay. Looks pretty much like the first one. It's like a little bit different, but it looks awesome. Like it's super visually appealing. So yeah, super excited about that. Definitely the most hypest announcement. I mean, we all knew it was coming. They kind of had to show it, especially announcing development 2 years ago. Like they had to have given an update, and yeah, looks amazing. Can't wait. Overall thoughts on the Direct. I was kind of disappointed when it ended, just because there was a couple more things I was hoping we would get. Like I was hoping we would see, this was just a rumor, but I was kind of hoping we'd see that Donkey Kong project that apparently exists. That was a little disappointing to not see. I was also really disappointed that there was no Animal Crossing DLC update. I feel like that could be its own Twitter drop in the future, like not too long from now, but a little bit disappointed to not kind of keep the Animal Crossing momentum going by having it in this big Direct. It's a shame because I feel like less people are playing Animal Crossing, so I feel like that could have done, you know, wonders to get people back into Animal Crossing, but whatever. We'll definitely get an update, so updates definitely aren't done, so not too upset about that. I was kind of hoping we would also see what Monolith Soft was working on, if it was a new Xenoblade or something like that, or they could be on Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know, who knows, but also the Mario Kart team. I really had the feeling we could have seen Mario Kart, but nothing on Mario Kart. So, you know, that's a little disappointing, but nothing crazy. Overall, got some great new stuff, great new updates. Definitely happy with it. I'd say if I had to give it like a score, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Like, I don't think it was quite a 9. 9 would have been like almost perfect, and then 10 would have been like E3 2019, like 2 Smash characters like Banjo-Kazooie, Dragon Quest Hero, Breath of the Wild 2 confirmed, all that stuff. That was just a nuts Direct. It wasn't really to that level, and I don't know if circumstances of the world like affected development or anything like that, so they had to keep it a little more light. Not sure, but either way, definitely not disappointed with the Direct. Definitely solid direct. Definitely lived up to the hype, and I think Nintendo had a really, really strong showing on this E3, and I'm excited for the games that are coming up and any announcements that we end up getting in the future. Hopefully we get more Pokemon info soon, and we get more Animal Crossing info soon. But overall, definitely satisfied for the upcoming few months and looking forward to having a lot to play.